How's it going out there? It's been a while again. I got something for you though. Yep, I did it again. So we have a 1978 and a half RM250 C-2 that indicates that it's the second half model year. They're different than the earlier ones. I'm not going to go over that right now. But I do want to do a quick will it start video. Yeah, will it start? So I got this last night. I got it Friday night. It's Saturday. I'm working right now. My lathe is over there matriculating, making parts. Anyways, so I already checked last night. It has spark and it has compression. With the carburetor stuck closed, it had like 100 and I don't remember, 110, 115. It's not great, but it should start with that much. But that was with the throttle stuck closed. Why was the throttle stuck closed? Well, I just popped the carburetor off. I just thought, you know, I should make a video of this. But anyways, there was a mouse in the air box and it ate the air filter and it lived basically in the carb inlet. And fortunately, I believe, we'll investigate, but I believe the slide was closed and, you know, hopefully it didn't go into, nothing went into the cylinder. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can get the slide to unstick, take the carburetor apart, and just do a quick slam it back together and see if I can get this thing to start, just for giggles, because this thing needs to be rebuilt. But this thing, according to the previous owner, the guy I just bought it from, was parked in the 90s. They were still riding it. The guy he bought it from was the original owner, and he was still riding it. And then sometime in the 90s, the chain broke and he parked it. But look at this, dudes. There's still gas in there from the 90s, and it smells like it's every bit of 25 to 30-year-old gasoline in there. It stinks. Like, you know, varnish or whatever it is, and it's dark. So I gotta get rid of that somehow. I got a gas can that I don't use. I'll just drain that into that for now. Figure out what I'm gonna do with it. You know, they say, where I believe you can put an additive into old gas like this and make it good again. I'm gonna look into that because I don't know what else to do with it. I'm not gonna dump it on the ground like my forefathers might have done. But that's later. Maybe I'll use it in the lawnmower or something. Here she is ready to start. Okay. Now this is, again, to reiterate, you know, I'm not gonna get this thing running here to ride. Just want to see if the engine will start, just because it's fun. And I think it'd be cool after just sitting there untouched for 30 years to see it run. So the carburetor. I took the carburetor apart. It took me a lot to get that slide to move. It was seized up good in there. But I did with a little force. The carburetor's, you know, rebuilt-ish. Good enough to run. It'll need some attention if I use it. I don't know. I think it's savable. Too many guys throw away carburetors, I think. Just fix it. It's not a complicated device, guys. It's not a supercomputer. But people just throw them away and then they buy a new one. I don't know. Anyways. So the gas tank, the petcock, the nipple on it broke off when I took the fuel line off, so I can't even use that without getting another petcock, and I don't have that yet. And I'm not going to get it for a while probably. So my solution was, you know, I'm just going to let this thing run for a few seconds. So I'm just filling it up by a little funnel right there with some fuel I got in a little can. That should get it enough to start. The needle and seat seems to be working because the fuel level in the funnel stays where it's, you know, wherever I leave it. So that's good. So the throttle is all locked up. So I have an old throttle cable. Well, where did I do with it? So this is my throttle, right? You know, wing, 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 right there. That's what I'm using for throttle. And if she does start and I need to turn it off before it runs out of gas, here's my kill switch. Actually, that might not work because it's got rubber isolated handlebars there. So I'll have to do it on the frame. Maybe right here after I scratch some paint off. And that'll be my kill switch. So let's do this. All right, here we go. Will it start after 30 plus years? Let's see. Choke won't stay on. Might have to put some vice grips on it. All right, we got some. Let's see. Still got gas in the funnel. Make sure my kill switch isn't browning out somewhere where it's not supposed to. Yep. And where'd my throttle go? There it is. There it is. This is Rube Goldberg, man. Very good. Let's see here. The hell was that? Okay. Something combusted. Because I can smell it. It smells like fireworks, actually. This is really odd. You hear that?
Seems like that, actually.
I'm gonna check the spark plug. See if it's flooded. Who knows? Okay, foot peg. Spark plug's wet. Yeah, just not sure, boys, girls, YouTubers. Not sure it's gonna happen. I'm only gonna put so much effort into something that I'm just gonna take apart and make right. Makes me wonder though. I should do a compression check again now that the carburetor is you know, not seized up and completely, like I said, that mouse nest, you saw it, it was completely blocking that little bit of air that gets by the slide in the bottom. Wonder what a compression check would do as far as what it would be now. Maybe I'll do that real quick. But I feel like, you know, you wonder, is ignition system, something in the ignition system a little weak? You know, I said I checked for spark, and it does have spark. It just looks kind of not super strong. $130. Definitely enough to start. So when I checked it before, again, completely bone dry, blocked off carburetor. I got, what did I say, 110, 115. So obviously it has some fuel in the cylinder, which will help the compression a little bit of, I mean, I don't know, it's just fuel, it's not oil, but can't hurt. And then open carburetor, and we got a 130. I say that, you know, the Kickstarter is really becoming a problem. It's hard to really, just you know, return spring is broke or something. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow. Let it dry out a little bit. And I just think the spark's too weak. That's what I think. This might be it, guys. This might be it before she gets torn apart.